Welcome back to Hannity. There is major concern regarding President Obama's decision to nominate this man, who is an ardent supporter of Black Panther and cop killer Mumia Abu-Jamal, to head the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division as an assistant attorney general. Now, he co-authored an NAACP brief opposing Jamal's death sentence, which was eventually lessened to life in prison. Now, the Senate is scheduled to vote on this tomorrow on his nomination. Here now to preview that vote and explain why this man is unfit to serve as a leader in the Department of Justice, Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey. Senator, this is an outrage to me. We've covered it on this program, but is there any chance this guy gets through?
Oh, there's a very real chance, Sean. Until the vote's cast, I don't think we'll know. I think every Republican, although I can't be sure yet, will vote no.
Bob Casey is on your side, I think?
Bob Casey, one Democrat, is openly voting no, and several Democrats are seriously considering a no vote. This is a very, very poor choice. Debo Adegbile is a guy that committed the very considerable resources at his disposal, the legal defense fund of the NAACP, to joining a radical political campaign. To lionize and celebrate a cop killer, an unrepentant murderer, and to try to really make a mockery of our criminal justice system. To have this guy running the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department, it would be a tragedy.
All right, so is it Senator Casey, can I expect that because this happened in your state, that and the death of Officer Faulkner, that he's more aware of the situation and all the opportunities that Mumia has had for, quote, justice? Is it that he has a greater knowledge of this than his colleagues in the Democratic Party?
Well, I think that's entirely possible. There's no question that the greater Philadelphia community is apoplectic about this. Certainly law enforcement throughout southeastern Pennsylvania, but beyond that, are just shocked that the president could consider this candidate. And I know Senator Casey heard very, very vocally from folks throughout Pennsylvania. He may be more familiar with this, and that's partly why I joined forces with a Democrat district attorney from Philadelphia to write an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal about why this was such a bad choice, why I've taken to the Senate floor. If people know the story and they know the facts, it's really hard to defend voting to confirm this guy.
His guilt has never been in doubt, and he's given a couple of trials in this particular case. 4 eyewitnesses saw Abu-Jamal shoot a 25-year-old police officer, Faulkner, in the back, and then while the officer was lying helplessly on the ground, shoot him several more times in the chest and face. Why has this guy become such a cause celeb as he has?
It's a very bizarre thing, Sean. He was part of a very radical, anarchistic type movement. They openly espoused murdering police officers. He bragged about it at the time that he did it. And then some very, very warped minds decided that they would lionize this guy and hold him up as an example of how America is just fundamentally a racist country. We have a racist criminal justice system, and therefore the cop killer should go free. I don't get that logic. I could never accept it. And how somebody who joined this campaign could be running the Civil Rights Division of our Justice Department, it's a travesty.
Is there anything that procedural motion, is there any tactic that you can use short of just getting enough votes to stop this? Because this is so outrageous to me. And I've met this guy's wife. I've interviewed her.
Maureen Faulkner.
The facts are indisputable in this case. Is there anything you can do to stop it?
You know, this goes to the heart of what Senator Reid did last fall. He unilaterally broke the Senate rules so that he could change the rules so that the minority party, as you know today, that's the Republican Party in the Senate, really has no say in this process. At the end of the day, they've rigged this game so that a simple majority can confirm anyone. And so the Democrats have it within their power, and there's absolutely nothing we can do except make this case a principled case for why we should vote no.
All right, Senator Toomey, we'll be watching that vote very closely tomorrow and see what happens. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
And coming up next tonight,